If you follow football on regular basis, then you might know that Brazilian giant Santos have been relegated for the first time in 111 years. Santos is one of the oldest club in football history, founded in 1912. They got their first taste of success in 1935 when they won the state championship for the first time. Just for context, Santos participates in two leagues, one being the regular Brazilian League Serie A and other being the State League, which is organized by the state of Sao Paulo. However, after winning State League in 1935, Santos went trophyless for next 20 years. They did finish the second in 1948 and third in 1950, but were still far away from the top spot. See, by this time, Santos was a mid-table club with potential to win the league. They were like Spurs, but with the trophy. Fast forward to 1956, after signing many young players, Santos went on to win state championship for the second time. Later this year, Santos signed a 15-year-old boy from the state youth academy, and this boy was the reason why their youth team won 3 state championships in a row. His name was King Pele. After Pele's debut in 1958, Santos became unstoppable. They won back-to-back league titles, and multiple players from that Santos team, including 16-year-old Pele, helped Brazil to win World Cup in 1958. Pele scored 58 goals in 38 appearances that season. Santos continued their dominance in 1960s as they won newly founded Serie A 6 times within 10 years. More impressively, from 1961 to 65, they won it 5 times in a row. Santos also won state championship 8 times and Copa Libertadores twice in these 10 years. This era can easily be called as their golden era, as they were by far the best team in the world. Their 1962 and 63 squad was also named as best team of the century by the experts from South America and Europe. Fast forward to 1973, as Pele was getting old, he started to slow down. Santos did win state championship that season and Pele was their highest goal scorer, but he scored just 11 goals. Following next season, after scoring just 1 goal in 10 games, Pele left Santos and joined American club New York Cosmos. After Pele's departure, club went trophyless for next 4 years, and it was in 1978 when Santos again won the state championship, with Jauri George being their top goal scorer. After that, club struggled financially due to the debt they were in, and because of restrictions and lack of players, it took them 6 years to win another major title. It was in 1984 when they won their 15th state championship. This time around, Sergino stepped up and scored 22 goals in all competitions. After winning state championship in 1984, Santos went trophyless again for 15 years. See, the main problem was, despite struggling financially, club was making some poor decisions. Instead of spending money on players, the board was investing it in expanding club's reach. However, Santos shocked everyone in 1998 when a struggling Santos team won Copa Conmebol. Fans didn't expect them to win, as obviously they were trophyless for last 15 years, but also because they finished 4th in the league. Following next season, the new chairman Marcelo Teixeira arrived, and he tried to revive the club by signing Freddy Rincon, Argentine star Carlos Galvan, and Marcio Santos. However, despite signing all these superstars, Santos still struggled and finished 19th in 2000 and 15th in 2001. In 2002, club went deeper into the financial crisis and were forced to sell their high-profile players. Club then promoted players from their youth academy, and youngsters like Robinho and Diego became starters under their new coach Emerson Leao. Despite being an inexperienced team, Santos finished a respectable 8th that season, qualified for the playoffs, eliminated Kaká Sao Paulo in the quarterfinals, and went on winning their 7th Serie A title. Then in 2004, they again won the national championship, but sadly this was their last time, as since then Santos have not won the Serie A. So after winning 2 national championships under Emerson Leao, it was looking like that club was back to its glory days. Well, next season coach Emerson left the club and their star players including Robinho were sold. The club struggled once again. However, this time around they were supposed to finish 6th in the table, but later it was found that referee Cavallo participated in manipulating the results. So all the matches led by this referee were replayed, and Santos, well, they lost their games and finished 10th in the league. Following next season, Santos finished 4th in the Serie A and won state championship for the first time since 1984. Then in 2008, things were looking good, but again big players left the club. Santos struggled as expected, as they won just 11 games out of possible 38. They ended up finishing 15th that season, just 1 point away from relegation. At this point, one could easily tell that Santos was the club that was nurturing young talents and then selling them to resolve their financial crisis. In 2009, because of their financial situation, season, Santos were forced to promote 17 years old Neymar and 20 years old Ganso from their academy. Both Neymar and Ganso immediately adapted to the league and helped Santos to win state championship 3 times in a row. From 2010 to 2012, Santos were considered as one of the best team in Brazil. Moreover, in 2011, they even went on to win Copa Libertadores for the first time since 1963. Thanks to their win in Copa Libertadores, Santos got an opportunity to participate in the FIFA Club World Cup, where we saw that famous Barcelona vs Santos final. Santos did lose to Barcelona 4-0, but for the first time, world saw how good Neymar was. Neymar received bronze ball in that competition, maybe the consolation prize. But on serious note, Neymar was exceptional. During his time at the club, Neymar played 139 games, scored 72 goals and assisted 37 times. However, in 2013, Barcelona signed Neymar for 82 million euros and Santos, well, they got their money but were in trouble once again. In 2014, as money was generated by Neymar's sale, club made its most expensive signing of all time. They signed Leandro Damião for 13 million euros. However, club struggled again as usual and finished 9th in the league. Now, despite selling all the big names, especially Neymar, club was still struggling to pay the salaries. So to improve the financial conditions, Modesto Roma Jr. was appointed as the president of the club. His main motto was to fix the financial situation and bring the club back to winning ways. Roma Jr. signed free agents on lower salaries and he also loaned out Leandro Damião. Next season, under the guidance of Marcelo Fernandes, club went on to win the state championship. Then in June 2015, coach Dorival Jr. came back to the club. Santos won another state championship, but this turned out to be their last title, as since then Santos have not won any trophy. From 2016 to 2020, Santos sacked 6 different managers and struggled in every single season. Although they did finish second in 2019, but were still 16 points away from the top spot. In 2021, club played the final of Copa Libertadores but lost to their rivals by 1 goal. Then next season, within 3 months, 3 coaches were replaced as Santos initially found themselves in the relegation zone. However, new coach Fabio Charlie helped Santos to finish 10th that season. The next season, same old story, the coach was sacked and after bang average performance, Santos finished 12th in the league. Then came 23-24 and Santos were forced to sell their wonder kids Angelo and Washington. The start of 22-23 was not that bad, as club lost just 3 games out of first 10. However, after that things got worse for the rest of the season, as team played under 5 different managers including the caretakers and ended up losing 16 games before the final match day. Before facing Fortaleza, Santos were sitting 15th on the points table ahead of Vasco da Gama and Bahia. Everyone was sure that Santos would easily go through. However, on the final match day, Vasco da Gama and Bahia both won their games, leaving Santos in a must-win situation. On the final match day, former Santos striker Marino scored on the 39th minute of the game. However, Santos did came back when De Silva Jr. scored on 59th minute. But after competing for 90 minutes and hitting 15 shots, Santos got relegated in the most dramatic way. In 96th minute of the game, Fortaleza scored a winner and ended Santos' time in the Serie A. The club got relegated for the first time in their entire history and fans across the country were frustrated. After the game, cars and buses were set on fire and police was forced to get involved. So at this moment, things are not looking good for Santos. I mean, they have a complete mountain to climb next season. But let me know what do you think in the comments. Can Santos secure promotion next season or will they keep going down? Also make sure to like the video and subscribe the channel as we are chasing 4,000 subscribers.